Welcome back to another great session of Think Biz. Nugget number 10. Don't ask time where it's gone. Tell it where to go. All great achievers, all successful people are those who have been able to control their time. All human beings have been created equal in one respect. Each person has 24 hours each day. We must give our best time to our most challenging situations. It's not how much we do that matters, it's how much we get done. I remember my dad always telling me, don't spend $1 worth of time for 10 cents worth of results. Now, we should choose to watch our time, not our watch. One of the best time savers is the ability to say no. Not saying no when you should is one of the biggest wastes of time you will ever experience. Make sure you take care of the vulnerable times in your day. These vulnerable times are the first thing in the morning and the last thing at night. I heard a minister say that what a person is like alone at midnight and alone in the morning reveals that person's true self. And these are the most potent times of the day, when productivity and the idea generation are at their maximum, are in the midnight hour and the morning hour. If you are saying, I could be done doing big things if I weren't so busy doing small things, then you need to take control of your time. The greater control you exercise over your time, the greater freedom you will experience. The psalmist prayed, so teach us to number our days that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. The Bible teaches us that the devil comes to steal, to kill, and to destroy. And this verse applies to time as well as to people. I often hear people say, I'd give anything to be able to. I've said that many times myself. If you have said this, you should adopt a 6 by 1 equals 6 leadership principle. If you want to write a book, learn to play a musical instrument. Become a better tennis player. Or do anything else that's important. Then you should devour 1 hour a day, 6 days a week, to the project. Sooner than you think it will. What you desire will become reality. Now, there are not many things that a person cannot accomplish in 312 hours a year. Just a commitment of 1 hour a day, 6 days a week, is all it takes. We all have the same amount of time each day. The difference between people is determined by what they do with the amount of time at their disposal. Don't be like the airline pilot flying over the Pacific Ocean who reported his passengers, "We're lost, but we're making great time." Remember that the future arrives an hour at a time. Gain control of your time, and you will gain control of your life. Now for the Nugget 11. I like this one. The nose of the bulldog is slanted backwards so he can continue to breathe without letting go. Winston Churchill said that one. Now, persistent people begin their success where most others quit. We Christians need to be known as people of persistence and endurance. One person with commitment, persistence, and endurance will accomplish more than 1,000 people with interest alone. In the Hebrews 12, the Bible says this, "Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us, looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despised the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of God." Oh, what an amazing verse. The more diligently we work, the harder it is to quit. Persistence is a habit. So is quitting. Never worry about how much money ability or equipment you are starting with. Just begin with $1 million worth of determination. Remember, it's not what you have, it's what you do with what you have that makes all the difference. Many people eagerly begin the good fight of faith, but they forget to add patience, persistence, and endurance to their enthusiasm. Consider the postage stamp. Its usefulness consists in its ability to stick to something until it gets there. You and I should be known as a postage stamp, so to speak. And in the book of Corinthians, the Apostle Paul writes this: Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. And Peter tells us also, Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye love, and you look for such things, be diligent, that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless. And the wise Solomon points out, Seest thou a man diligent in his business? He shall stand before kings. That's the Proverbs again. In the Far East, the people plant a tree called the Chinese bamboo, and during the first 4 years, they water and fertilize the plant with seemingly little or no results. Then the 5th year, they again apply water and fertilizer, and in 5 weeks' time, the tree grows 90 feet in height. Amazing. The obvious question is whether the Chinese bamboo tree grew 90 feet in 5 weeks or 5 years. The answer is that it grew 90 feet in 5 years. If at any time during those 5 years the people had stopped watering and fertilizing that tree, it would have died. Many times our dreams and plans appear not to be succeeding. We are tempted to give up and quit trying. Instead, we need to continue to water and fertilize those dreams, nurturing them. Seeds of a vision of God has placed within us, because we know that if we do not quit, if we display perseverance and endurance, we will also reap a harvest. Oh man, Charles Spurgeon said this: by perseverance, the snail reached the ark. We need to be like that snail. And what a wonderful thing it can be when we reach those dreams and those hopes and those goals. So keep on pushing, keep on trying. And like John McCain said, stand with me and fight, fight, fight. Have a good day.